I think everyone in the audience here is subscribed to the fact that IPM is the only solution for sustainability when addressing the issues of food security. Else, I don't think you would have actually taken precious time out from your busy schedules to travel hundreds or perhaps even thousands of kilometers to hear a big bald Chinese guy speak, right? So, what are the challenges to IPM that our current farmers could potentially be facing? Is it the lack of IPM training, knowledge, and awareness? Or is it that farmers are unable to get the help and support that they need when issues actually arise? Or perhaps it is the practice of IPM itself that seems like a lot of effort to many a farmer, and that is why our adoption rate is actually still so low. And that is the very essence of which I would like to speak on today. The digitizing of the ecosystem for IPM farming towards sustainability. I'm sure that each one of you will be familiar with the proliferation of digital technologies in the area of agriculture. Better yet, I think it would be safe to assume that amongst our distinguished audience today are smart agriculture experts, like what we have seen right here, from all aspects of the industry. So, what exactly comes to mind when we speak on digitizing farming? In general, I think what we'll be looking at are perhaps IoTs that measure all the various potential growth factors, from sunshine to temperature to humidity to soil nutrition, or perhaps even automated louvers and circulation systems that manage the sunlight and temperatures within the farms and greenhouses that we have. Or perhaps it is the smart irrigation systems to adjust and disperse moisture and bio-based nutrients to the soils. Now, of course, we can't forget all the drones and cameras that scan and monitor the health of the crops. Or perhaps you are even thinking of some kind of high-end farm simulation module to help you plan out your farm for precision farming. Or perhaps even the more basic ERP system to simply just help you track and monitor the assets that you actually have, such as equipment, fertilizers, so on and so forth. Now, each one of these technologies play a critical role in ensuring that IPM practice is practiced properly. However, in the context of IPM, there are certain other challenges that we also need to make more effective towards the actual context of IPM itself. Now, what exactly is that? So perhaps let us dive a little deeper into the uniqueness of an IPM farmer, not just a farmer, an IPM farmer, a farmer who is trying to convert themselves. So, what do IPM farmers actually need to do? They first and foremost need to go through training on IPM and obviously memorize all the various aspects of the methodology to grow crops in the IPM methodology. They also need to remember all the various forms of pests and diseases that could be attacking their various crops, and remember the potential IPM remedies to be applied. IPM farmers will then need to make sure to monitor their crops every single day to ensure that optimal growth conditions are maintained, like light, water, nutrients, temperature, etc. And to employ the correct IPM pest controls techniques to prevent or correct pest infestations. Now, more importantly is, upon harvest, IPM farmers will also need to write up the necessary reports to prove that their crops are actually pesticide-free and submit these reports to the authorities for validation, because why go through all that effort if you're not able to actually show for it and be proud of it, right? Last but not least, the authorities would also need to have an ability to validate and, if necessary, come around and audit the farm and their activities to ensure that the IPM methodologies are actually practiced diligently. Now, obviously, all of these are very unique challenges towards the IPM scope itself,